And hello everybody, welcome back to British Stand. Today we've got a really horrifying story to discuss with you as a disturbing and deeply unsettling incident has rocked the Harrow community in northwest London outside a church. We're going to be breaking this one down. It's absolutely disgusting, and it's something that is certainly on the rise. That keeps on happening in the United Kingdom, and there's a direct correlation, which we'll get to momentarily. But as always, guys, please do hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for more content, and let's break this down. Do get involved in the live chat. We'll be joining you shortly. So, as stated, a deeply unsettling incident has rocked the Harrow community after police have confirmed that a man in his 60s was allegedly raped in the early hours of the morning outside a church. The incident occurred on Station Road, a central street in Harrow, shortly before 1 a.m. on Wednesday, July 23rd. According to police, officers were called to the scene at approximately 12:49 a.m. following reports of a sexual assault taking place in the vicinity of a church along the road. Upon arrival, officers detained a suspect at the scene. The Metropolitan Police have identified the suspect as Brooke Desalegn, a 32-year-old man with no fixed address. He was arrested on suspicion of sexual assault and charged with rape on the same day. In a statement released on Thursday, a spokesperson for the Met confirmed Brooke Desalegn, 32 of no fixed address, has been charged with rape on Wednesday, July 23rd. He is set to appear at Willesden Magistrates Court this morning, which of course was Thursday, July 24th. Wow. We're going to get into a little bit more, but just quickly, because this individual has no fixed address, let's get into where he would be from, because they didn't disclose what country he's from. So I asked ChatGPT this question. Where is the name from? Brooke Desalegn. The name Brooke Desalegn appears to combine two names of Ethiopian. So there you go. Interesting. With no fixed address as well. No fixed address, and that's where his name is from. Interesting. The victim was described as a man in his 60s and is now receiving support from specialist officers trained in dealing with victims of serious sexual offences. The police have not released any further personal details about the victim in order to protect his identity and privacy. The exact circumstances of the alleged assault remain under investigation, though the swift arrest suggests police responded to the call while the incident was still ongoing, or as it just occurred. It is understood that the arrest took place on the scene not long after the emergency call was made. Station Road, where the assault took place, is a busy thoroughfare in Harrow that is home to various shops, place of worship, and residential buildings. While the area has seen isolated incidents of crime in the past, reports of sexual violence in public places, particularly involving male victims, remain rare and extremely alarming. The Met Police are expected to continue forensic and witness inquiries in the area, and it is unclear at this time whether any CCTV footage exists that may assist the investigation. Authorities have appealed for discretion and patience from the public as the legal process unfolds. Mr. Desalegn court appearance marks the beginning of the judicial proceedings, and further updates will be made subject to court reporting restrictions. Another incident that's involving an individual that with no fixed address, and of course I did a bit of research there on the name. There has been no sort of face reveal of this individual as of yet, but this is absolutely disgusting and absolutely shocking. Not to say rape on a girl is not disgusting. Absolutely, both are equally disgusting. But it's vile. It's absolutely vile that this is just happening, and I can see the direct correlation. there. And so can you. But as always in the UK, you're not allowed to talk about ongoing investigations. You're not allowed to speculate, despite names already being out there in the public domain. So we cannot have any further comment with regard to it. However, this is probably as to why people are currently outraged in this country. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Outside of church, I mean, anywhere is still absolutely shocking and disgusting and vile. Outside of church, in the streets, an elderly man. I say elderly, 60 is not that old, but still. I'm speechless. I have nothing more to, I cannot add any more to it. Maybe I'm going to see what the live chat have said. I literally can't add any more to it. But we're following this investigation regardless. And we'll be seeing what this guy's all about, but it's horrible. It's an appalling crime, as the lone gunwoman says, an appalling crime. It's a sexual assault of any nature is an appalling crime. But this ordeal sounds particularly devastating. It's not just a sexual assault, it's a rape as well. Outside of church. The individual was arrested at the scene. Suzanne says, the poor bloke who had to endure this is truly disgusting. When will enough be enough? Well, I think enough was enough years ago. But, again, the people's voices are just never really being heard, are they? Danny says, outside of church as well. This was a statement. Katie says, we probably won't get to know the truth. Well, everything with the UK, after these things have happened, they usually get buried after a while. People kind of move on. And, yeah, no one really sees anything. People saying Starmer must be brought to account. I mean, in other news, I suppose, of course. I mean, this is vile. It's absolutely disgusting. But in other news, people's voices were heard after the Epping protest yesterday. It does look like the council have unanimously voted for the closure of the Bell Hotel. So, I mean, things can work when people come together and protest peacefully. We've seen maybe a change of direction with regard to the Bell Hotel, which is remarkable to see, and in credit to every single individual that turned up at Epping. But ultimately, these are the kind of incidents as to what sparked Epping, a small town. And I'm not saying these are correlated. We don't know enough information as of yet to say if this individual was in a hotel or anything like that, but, you know, whatever. I'm not going to speculate. However, these are the sorts of incidents that are causing these outrages in these small communities. Yeah, I can normally talk for ages, but I'm genuinely speechless about this in particular crime. It's absolutely vile, disgusting, and yeah, I have nothing more to say on it. I can't. It's horrible, absolutely horrible. Eve says, disgusting and outrageous. I hope the victim can get over this ordeal. I know. Pepperami says, so now men are the target. Is something going to be done? I mean, it's still absolutely vile in all aspects, whether you're a female or a man as well. But yeah, I just don't. I'm trying not to picture this ordeal. I just want to try and know the context of what the heck happened. Obviously, disgusting and shocking in itself either way. But I'm just trying to understand what this guy was doing. The individual, the guy who was carrying out. I want a bit more information on this guy. No fixed address. Comes from Ethiopia, or at least his name originates from Ethiopia. There's probably more to the story than we know, but as I stated, I'm not allowed to speculate, unfortunately. But yeah, absolutely vile and disgusting. But guys, that's it for that story. Do carry on the conversation down below in the comment section with regard to this. Do let me know your thoughts on this down in the comments. And thank you for tuning in to this live stream. We've got plenty more coming up for you for the rest of the day. So do subscribe, do hit the like button and all that good stuff. And we'll see you later in the next broadcast. Take care.